Andariki namaskaram. Let us start today's Telugu speaking and reading practice session. We are going to start a new series today. In this series, we are going to use stories to learn the language. So we can see the translation, and also I will ask the participants to read once so they will have a nice practice in reading. Also, they will build vocabulary while practicing these things. Okay. Let us start with this story. So I am taking this one from moral stories for kids.in website. The credit goes to that website because we are using their stories. Okay. So let me take this one to our document. Then I will explain each word and also sentence meaning. Andy. Okay. So this is the first paragraph. Okay. Actually, I also use ChatGPT technology to translate this one. Then I will explain each word. Process will be faster if I use that one. Okay. So let me break this one. Okay. Let me take this one to ChatGPT. Then after having the meanings, then we will discuss further. So if you are learning the language, you can use ChatGPT also in your learning process. So what you have to do, open ChatGPT, then sign in.
Yeah.
Then after that, you need to ask
Mhm.
like first paste the content. Then if you don't know the Telugu script, you can ask the ChatGPT to write in English transliteration also. It will do. Um, So most of you, you know already Telugu reading, for you no problem. But some of them, they may watch later this video. If they don't know the Telugu script, they may find difficulty in understanding the script. So for their convenience purpose, I will also ask the ChatGPT to translate and transliterate. Let us ask like this. You can also do the same thing in your learning process. Okay, translate and these sentences, this paragraph, this write up, line by line, or sentence by sentence. I'll say sentence by sentence. Okay, so translate and transliterate this write up sentence by sentence. Okay, let us see how it will do. Okay, so we have the excellent work from ChatGPT. Okay, I'll take this one. Next time onwards, I don't need to ask ChatGPT. I can just put the text, and it will do for us. Okay, now let's take this one to our book. Okay, then I will explain the meaning. Okay, so this is our thing. Okay, okay, let us ask our participants to read the Telugu script. First, we'll ask Rani Garu to read the Telugu script. English, I will explain, Andy. No need to read the English. Just read only Telugu for your practice. All the
సరేనండి.
yes.
కావ్యకు తన బామ్మతో సమయం గడపడం చాలా ఇష్టం.
Okay.
రోజు సాయంత్రం వరండాలో కూర్చుని బామ్మ తన చిన్ననాటి పల్లెటూరి కథలు చెప్పేది.
Yeah, this is Bamma and Bamma. Actually, Bamma long
Bamma.
vowels. Yeah, Bamma
Bamma.
long
Yeah.
vowel sound is there. Yes, Andy.
బామ్మ.
Yes. Next one.
కావ్యకి ఆ కథలు చాలా ఆసక్తికరంగా
It should be Asaktikaranga.
ఆసక్తికరంగా అనిపించేవి మరియు ఆ కథలను ఎప్పటికీ భద్రంగా ఉంచాలని ఆమె కోరుకుంది.
Okay, Andy. This is enough for this paragraph. Then we will ask other participant. But let me explain the meanings, Andy. Before that, let me change the font to Ramabhadra. This is one of the best font in the Telugu language. So you will see the roundness. The letters looks nice. The letters look nice. Okay.
How do we do that, Buddhi? How
I'm
do we
going
do
to
that?
save this document in my OneDrive. Then I will name it as Learn Telugu through Learn Telugu from Stories.
Okay.
And I will include this document link in the description of this video. Anyone who are watching this video, they can access this document. Andy. Okay, let us see the meanings. So కావ్యకు తన బామ్మతో యాక్చువల్లీ వీ కెన్ సే బామ్మతో సమయం గడపడం చాలా ఇష్టం. దట్ మీన్స్ కావ్య లవ్స్ స్పెండింగ్ టైమ్ విత్ హర్ గ్రాండ్ మదర్. సో హియర్ కావ్య ఇట్స్ ఏ ఫిమేల్ నేమ్. ఓకే, కావ్యకు ఇష్టం మీన్స్ కావ్య లవ్స్. సో వెన్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్ టు సే సంథింగ్ లైక్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ Praveen, my name is Praveen. Praveen ku ishtam. You can say Praveen loves. It's a sentence phrase. Okay. For example, Pravindra garu loves. Pravindra gari ki ishtam. Like that, you can make some spending time with grandmother. So here, బామ్మతో అంటే with grandmother. బామ్మతో అంటే with grandmother. Let me explain using the English transliteration because most of the Telugu learners follow the transliteration. Okay. సమయం గడపడం means spending time. చాలా ఇష్టం. Actually, Kavya loves means we can say కావ్యకు చాలా ఇష్టం. Like that we can say. These are the individual words meaning. And now let us go to the next sentence explanation. రోజు సాయంత్రం వరండాలో కూర్చొని బామ్మ తన చిన్ననాటి పల్లెటూరి కథలు చెప్పేది. So the translation is like this. Every evening, sitting on the veranda, grandma would tell stories from her childhood and village life. Let us break this long sentence into simple phrases so that you will easily understand. రోజు సాయంత్రం means every evening. Varanda means it's a veranda. On the veranda, we can say on the veranda. కూర్చుని అంటే సిట్టింగ్. బామ్మ కథలు చెప్పేది. I will break the sentence according to the English. బామ్మ కథలు చెప్పేది means grandma would tell stories. This is a combination. తన చిన్ననాటి అంటే from her childhood. Okay. So here, this is like a phrase meaning only. From means nundi, but nundi meaning we did not use in the Telugu sentence, but it is understandable. From her childhood means tana chinnanati. పల్లెటూరు కథలు అంటే విలేజ్ లైఫ్. పల్లెటూరి అంటే బిలాంగ్స్ టు విలేజ్. కథలు అంటే స్టోరీస్. బట్ హియర్ life means like జీవితం. But we can translate like this also. Palleturi Katalu means village life stories like that. Okay. The next one is కావ్యకి ఆ కథలు చాలా ఆసక్తికరంగా అనిపించేవి. సో కావ్య ఫౌండ్ దోస్ స్టోరీస్ వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్. సో చూడండి, కావ్యకి ఆసక్తికరంగా అనిపించేవి మీన్స్ కావ్య ఫౌండ్ వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్. దిస్ ఇస్ ద మీనింగ్. ఆ కథలు మీన్స్ దోస్ స్టోరీస్. కథలు అంటే స్టోరీస్, ఆ అంటే దోస్. ఓకే. మరియు మీన్స్ అండ్ అండి. ఆ కథలను ఎప్పటికీ భద్రంగా ఉంచాలని ఆమె కోరుకుంది. సో మరియు మీన్స్ అండ్ విష్డ్, చూడండి, కావ్య విష్డ్ అంటే కావ్య కోరుకుంది. ఓకే, బట్ కావ్య ఈజ్ హియర్, దట్స్ వై వి డిడ్ నాట్ రిపీట్. సో కావ్య కోరుకుంది, దట్ మీన్స్ కావ్య విష్డ్, కావ్య విష్డ్. టు ప్రిజర్వ్, టు ప్రిజర్వ్ అంటే భద్రంగా ఉంచాలని, భద్రంగా ఉంచాలని, ఉంచాలని. ఎస్. దెమ్ అంటే యాక్చువల్లీ దెమ్ అంటే వాటిని, దెమ్ మీన్స్ వాటిని, బట్ హియర్ వి యూస్డ్ ఆ కథలను. This is like, we are using the subject in the object position. So if we replace this a kathalanu with the personal pronoun, it will be vatini, but they used the subject itself. A kathalanu means that stories, but in this case, them means vatini. Forever ante eppatiki, it has long vowel sound. Look at here, eppatiki, forever. Forever means eppatiki. So that is our first paragraph. And I just want to know the feedback from our participants. How do you find this method? If you want to have some change in terms of explanation, I'll make change for your convenience. Do you find it useful, Andy, this method?
Yeah, it is. It is useful because see,
Yeah.
some of us who cannot read Telugu script, transliteration helps. And then the translation helps. But how to start? Can you just tell the steps? Initially, if you want to some story, you
Okay.
go look up where.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell you. So first thing what I did, I'll just repeat. I went to Google.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Google. I typed like this, Telugu moral stories.
Okay.
So I got a website. Actually, you can use any Pinterest, these things also, but the problem is it will be in photo format. You cannot copy the text easily. You can
Right.
copy,
Yeah.
but you need to do some workaround. But
Okay.
this website I can recommend, moralstoriesforkids.in.
Okay.
I
Fine.
found it very useful. So I
Okay.
opened this website. So
Okay.
this is the website I got. Then there are many stories here. I think we can see more stories from the next issue also, next session also. So I opened the
Oh,
first video, first story. Then I got this story, Andy. So what I can do, I can easily select the text. Then I can take this one to Chat GPT. Then I
okay.
ask Chat GPT like this. So I asked the Chat GPT, I pasted that one. Then
Right.
before pasting, I mentioned like this, translate and translated this write-up sentence by sentence.
Okay.
One more idea I will give you to improve the language skills. After getting this one, you can ask the Chat GPT if you don't. Since I am here, I am explaining you sentence word by word.
Right.
But if
Yeah.
you want to know, the meanings for any sentence word by word, you can ask
Okay.
also. It will
Okay.
give. For example, um, I can ask ChatGPT, give me the word by word meaning. If I say, it will give for everything, but no need. I will just mention for the third sentence.
Third sentence. Okay.
Okay, give me word by word meaning for the third sentence. See how it will give. Excellent.
Oh, Kavya Katalu. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Telugu
So
word.
Kavya ki to Kavya, those Kathalu. It gave transliteration also. This is
Right. Yeah.
excellent
Right.
for
Right.
the non-Telugu speakers.
Kavya ki Kavya. Okay. Good. Good.
Yeah. So eppatiki, forever, bhadrangga. So, but I already explained these things, so I will just skip this part, Andy. But you can use this technology if you are learning on your own. Okay, Andy. Now,
Okay.
let's go to our next paragraph. Okay, others, anybody wants to speak, Andy? Do you find it useful? While I am taking the next sentence, you can speak if you want.
Namaskaram, Adi Praveen. Thank you. You're teaching us a lot and sharing a lot of skills. Thank you. This is very valuable.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one, this one we can skip this one, but this is only just a kind of the characters in that story. So now we have the actual story. This is only context. The one we discussed, that is only context. Now we have the full story here. So let me take this one. Then up to the full, I'll take the entire story, but I will keep there. Okay, let's take one by one up to here. Okay, now I'll put it there. Then I will ask. Okay, now before entering here, I will ask because I asked something word by word. Maybe it will give confusion. It will get confusion. So I will repeat this one. Translate and translate this write up sentence by sentence. Okay, so let's see. It will give now. We don't need word to word now, but you can do if you want. Okay. Now I'll take all these things, then I will explain for you each sentence. Okay, let's take first four, then we will come back here because still it is doing. Okay, so I'll change the font to Ramabhadra. Okay, so the fourth line here, the Telugu. Okay, Oka Adi. Okay, let us ask our participants to read first. Number 4. Okay, we will ask Dharmagaru to read from here to end. Yeah.
We've got new people, Guru Garu. We've got
Okay,
new
let us
people.
ask Kagan Naidu garu. Kaugan Naidu garu.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Namaskaram, Andi. Yes, it's
Namaskaram.
correct.
Yeah,
I'm going to try.
yeah. Would you like to
Okka.
read from Telugu script?
Yes.
Very good, Andy.
Okka Adivaram Madhyahanam.
We can say Madhyahnam, Hnam, Hanam. Say. Yes.
Madhyanam.
Yeah, now perfect.
Okay, Madhyanam.
Kavya.
Kavya Varandalo.
Oh, we can say Varandalo.
Varandalo. Bhama Ekana. No,
Pakkan.
Pakana. 1 second, Andi. Pakana Kurchundi.
Kurchundi.
Very good.
Okay. Yeah. Next sentence, Andy.
Kurchundi.
Yes, Kurchundi. Next one. Fifth one.
Bama Okka Kotta Katta
Hatha.
Kata Cheppa
Cheppu.
Ani Cheppu Ani Utna
Utsahamto.
Utsahamto
Adigindi.
Adigindi.
Yes, Andy. Next one. Sixth one.
Yeah. Bama Kurchun Nappo.
This one, Andy. Bama Chirunabu.
Bama Chirun Nappu to Mudale
Modalettindi.
Tindi.
Yes.
Nenu
Nenu ni vayassulo.
Vayasunulo
Yes.
ఉన్నప్పుడు ఒక్క చిన్న గ్రాయంలో
గ్రామంలో ఉండేదాన్ని. దాన్ని అండి, because na has ottu. దాన్ని. Yes అండి. Okay అండి. We will give opportunity to others. Okay. Let us ask Logan Garu. Can you try? Can you read from Telugu script?
Okay, Guru, I will try.
Okay, Andy.
Gramam chu 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 chuta
Chuttu.
chutu
Yes.
pachini
Yes. Pachani.
pachani palalu
So it is Polalu, Andy.
పొలాలు
Yes.
మీద
Pedda.
పిల్లలు పెద్ద కుండలు
Kondalu. Yes.
కుండలు
Yes.
ఉండేవి
Yes, Andy. Undevi. Yes, correct, Andy. Let's go to the next. I think that's all for the. Okay, I will give opportunity for the next sentence, Andy. This line is finished. Okay, let me explain the words now. Then we'll go to the next part later. Okay, so walk. Okay, so I think I explained up to only. Okay, let me see. Oka Adivaram. I need from there. I need to explain. Yeah, from here. Okay. So, oka ఆదివారం మధ్యాహ్నం కావ్య వరండాలో బామ్మ పక్కన కూర్చుంది. That means one Sunday afternoon, Kavya sat beside her grandmother on the veranda. Let me explain word to word translation. Okay. So here, one Sunday అంటే ఒక ఆదివారం. One అంటే ఒక, Sunday అంటే ఆదివారం. Afternoon అంటే మధ్యాహ్నం. Okay. So whoever watching this video on YouTube and later, if you want to note down the vocabulary, the best practice is whenever I am explaining word for each meaning, you note down in your book so that you will have vocabulary list. Those things you try to use in your conversations and try to make your own sentence also using those Telugu words. Okay. So Kavya Varandalo, that means Kavya. Okay, let me put this one in a short sentence form. Kavya Kurchundi. This is small sentence. Kavya Kurchundi. Other things are like additional words. So Kavya sat. Kavya sat ante Kavya Kurchundi. Varandalo ante on the veranda. Okay. Bamma Pakkana means beside grandmother. Bamma Pakkana ante beside grandmother. So here we have a word her. Her ante tana. We can put tana somewhere here. Kavya varandalo tana bamma pakkana kurchundi. Like that we can put here tana meaning. Tana word, the her meaning, but it is okay, not necessary, understandable, but you should know what is the meaning of her. That's why I said tana. Actually, her means it has two meanings. One is ame, other meaning is tana. So ame also can be used. Okay, let's go to the next one. Bamma oka kotta katha cheppu. Here she is calling Bamma. That's why there is a long vowel sound. Bamma, like that she has to say. Bamma oka kotta katha cheppu ani utsahamto adigindi. So Bamma means grandma. She is calling. Cheppu ante tell. Okay. Me ante, actually tell me ante naku cheppu. Here Bamma, we can say naku oka katha cheppu, but naku is not used, but understandable. Okay, but if you want to use, you can say naku to translate to me. Here to is not there, but basically to me means naku. Kotta ante new, katha ante story. అని ఉత్సాహంతో అడిగింది. She asked excitedly. So she asked అంటే ఆమె అడిగింది. But here ఆమె word not used because understandable who is telling. Okay, but in English as per the grammar structure it is there. She asked అంటే ఆమె అడిగింది. ఉత్సాహంతో అంటే excitedly. Okay, next one. బామ్మ చిరునవ్వుతో మొదలెట్టింది. దట్ మీన్స్ గ్రాండ్మా విత్ ఎ జెంటిల్ స్మైల్ బిగాన్. సో లుక్ ఎట్ ద సెంటెన్స్. బామ్మ మొదలెట్టింది మీన్స్ గ్రాండ్మా బిగాన్. గ్రాండ్మా బిగాన్ మీన్స్ బామ్మ మొదలెట్టింది. విత్ ఎ జెంటిల్ స్మైల్ మీన్స్ చిరునవ్వుతో. ఓకే. వెన్ ఐ వాజ్ యువర్ ఏజ్ అంటే నేను నీ వయస్సులో ఉన్నప్పుడు. దిస్ ఇస్ హోల్ ఫ్రేజ్ మీనింగ్. ఓకే. సో వెన్ ఐ వాజ్, బేసికలీ వెన్ ఐ వాజ్ అంటే నేను ఉన్నప్పుడు. లైక్ దట్ వీ కెన్ బ్రేక్. యువర్ ఏజ్, యాక్చువల్లీ యువర్ ఏజ్ అంటే నీ వయస్సు. హియర్ లో ఈజ్ దేర్, ఇట్ ఈస్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ ఇన్ యువర్ ఏజ్. ఇన్ యువర్ ఏజ్ మీన్స్ నీ వయస్సులో. ఒక చిన్న గ్రామంలో ఉండేదాన్ని. ఐ లివ్డ్ అంటే ఉండేదాన్ని, నేను ఉండేదాన్ని. బట్ నేను ఈజ్ నాట్ నెసరీ హియర్. ఇన్ అంటే లో, స్మాల్ అంటే చిన్న, విలేజ్ అంటే గ్రామం. ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ వన్. ఆ గ్రామం చుట్టూ పచ్చని పొలాలు, పెద్ద కొండలు ఉండేవి. అరౌండ్ దట్ విలేజ్ అంటే ఆ గ్రామం చుట్టూ. సో వెన్ యూఆర్ ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ యూ నీడ్ టు డూ లైక్ దిస్. నౌ ఐ సెడ్ అరౌండ్ మీన్స్ చుట్టూ, village means gramam. So to build vocabulary, what you have to do, you need to change some words and make new sentence. For example, around the city, around the cinema hall, around the market, around the anything. You just put and make few words, maybe 5 to 10 words. That's way, in that way you can build your vocabulary while learning the sentence structure, phrase structure. దేర్ వర్ అంటే అక్కడ ఉండేవి. బట్ అక్కడ వర్డ్ వీ డి నాట్ యూస్, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అండర్స్టాండబుల్. బేసికలీ దేర్ వర్ అంటే అక్కడ ఉండేవి. గ్రీన్ ఫీల్డ్స్ అంటే పచ్చని పొలాలు. గ్రీన్ ఫీల్డ్స్ అంటే పచ్చని పొలాలు. గ్రీన్ అంటే పచ్చని, ఫీల్డ్స్ అంటే పొలాలు. అండ్ మీన్స్ మరియు, బట్ నో నీడ్ టు యూస్ అండ్ మీన్ ఇన్ దిస్ సెంటెన్స్. లార్జ్ హిల్స్ అంటే పెద్ద కొండలు. లార్జ్ అంటే పెద్ద, హిల్స్ అంటే కొండలు. ఓకే అండి. యా, ఓకే అండి. ఐ విల్ కీప్ ద లింక్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వన్ ఇన్ దిస్ డాక్యుమెంట్. ఐ విల్ పుట్ లైక్ సోర్స్ టు గివ్ క్రెడిట్ టు దెమ్. ఓకే. అండ్ దిస్ document will be available in the description of this video. I will put it there. I think that's all for today, Andy. We'll continue with the same story in the next session, Andy.
It's so interesting.
Okay.
So
You can speak if you want to say anything about this one, you can speak. Then after discussing with you, we'll end the session, Andy. Or if you have any doubts also, you can ask me.
Yeah, this way we learn this sentence making as well as the passive active voice also, no?
Yes. Important thing is, after watching this session tomorrow and until next week, you need to do homework, Andy. Then
Yes.
only you will learn.
Yeah, true.
If you come to the class again without practicing anything, you will not get success, Andy. So you must make a few sentences or phrases, and you can put those sentences in our group. Pravindra garu has a group, so I will also check sometime. And yeah,
true. We have to do some homework, otherwise.
Yeah. And while making sentences, if you have some doubts, you can ask me also in the next session. I will explain those corrections, then we'll continue with the story, Andy. Okay, Andy?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Guru.
Thank you, Andy.
ధన్యవాదములు.
ధన్యవాదములు.
ధన్యవాదములు, అండి.
శుభరాత్రి.
శుభరాత్రి, అండి. ఉంటాను.
గురుగారు, శుభరాత్రి. ప్రవీణ్ గారు, రాణి గారు.
శుభరాత్రి. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ధన్యవాదాలు.